help you with your artwork.
Hello.
And of course, here we have the Artbox Bunch. Oh dear. Now, let's have a look at the display board. Here's what we did last time. We've got a bird, so we're starting to go up there. But what I really want to do is to get into this very open space here, just an empty field. I've got an idea for that. Going to be using pastels. Oh, Rex! Whatever's been going on? Oh dear, oh dear. Poor old Rex. Going to start this with a grey-blue pastel. Going to take it up to the very top and straight along like that. That's all. Now we're going to have a bit of grey-green coming along the bottom of that, which is a cloudy sky. And along that line, just here and there, little bits that tell us that there are trees, like a large hedgerow, and it's way, way in the distance. Now we might bring in just a little bit more colour. Do you see how we're having horizontal lines very much in this picture? Creates a feeling of distance, and these lines will extend, they'll widen out as we get down towards the bottom of the picture. What happens on these lines as we get nearer, the green gets darker. This is a hedgerow here, and the little trees and the stuff that grow along this line are getting a little bit darker. And we can blur them a little bit. Now, for some white. This is going to make a great deal of difference. I mustn't make that too wide because it's a river or a lake, it's water going along there. And if we make it too wide, of course, it'll be much too big. So on we go, and we'll take this green on the other side of the river. And on the top of it, a much darker green. And we have trees growing here. No, they're not growing in the river. We have one there. We'll have one here. Another one here. Covers that other tree on the other side of the river. And then right down this end, we'll have another. Doesn't look like a tree really, because what we need to do is to get some much lighter green on the top, where the light will be catching all the leaves, because it is summertime, and it does sometimes have lots of lovely sun. That's always happening with pastels. You mustn't worry. I'm going to blow this off. You can still use them even when they're tiny little stubs. Now this is a dark colour. It's vaguely brown, but it's going to make everything much darker, and I shall use that so that we know that these are trees. We can see a few branches and the trunk. I think we might leave that one on the other side of the river and come back to that if necessary. Also using this pastel to get shadow under the trees. Now it's really, really dark there. Yes, while I remember it, we put a little bit of green there. I'm going to blow again. We'll get the reflection of that tree on the other side of the river. Now we can have some more verdant green along here and get some yellow in and merge it. Now we're going to have some of this colour and merge that. And right down here, a lot of very dark brown. And a bit of merging of that. And some bits like this, you know, feeling of things growing out. And we can certainly put a bit of green among all this, where the light would catch some more green on the top. Merge that a little bit. A little bit more of that brownie there. Careful. Going right up into the middle of the picture. And the light catching things in the foreground there. And of course, daisies and little wildflowers and things all over there. Lovely, lovely bits of red. Poppies in the corn maybe here. Don't overdo it. And just a few white strokes just to contrast with the dark ones that are poking up there. I'd like to just darken this area a little, especially under the trees, and maybe merge that down. Yeah, that's it. We can still afford a little bit more darkness in the bottom of those tree forms. Smudge the sky a bit at the top. Just put back that hedge line way on the distance, and we'll leave it at that. Hello, where did all this come from? Gracious me. I think this must be yours.
Papa.
Oh, Rex, I really felt that. Nasty. But into that bare field, I've put a little countryside scene, and these leaves can be a nice little border round them. And I thought I'd show you how to make these leaves. Can be quite useful. What we want is some A4 size paper and something underneath it, newspaper or something. And we start with water on top of the A4 paper. I start off with yellow, because that's the lightest, and put some down there. Then go for sort of mid-green and put that here. That can go right down to the end. And then lastly, just a very little blue, which we put here. What happens, you see, these colours merge nicely, and in the end, we're getting every sort of shade of green going right down to yellow. This is going to be a background for our leaves. When that's dry, we can work on it. But we must put this away now to dry. And this can come in here. And we'll draw our leaves. I've been drawing them with marker pens. This one is quite good. It's fairly thick, and I'll show you what that does. I draw my leaves like this. You can make some go under another leaf, you see? Just a bit showing there, and that would come out the other side. Until you've made a nice little bunch of leaves. Sometimes you may want a thinner line. Now that's a darker leaf. Rather nice on that. And there's something else that happens. Very often we do draw leaves like this. It's a sort of spear leaf, isn't it? But it is nice to draw these leaves with a curve to them. Curve that way, then that comes out and starts coming back like that. Of course, we cut them out and then we can present them. Right? Well, now, I've got a sheet of card here. It'd be nice to show you some leaves that are cut out and how they look when you do present them on the right sort of background.
No!
Oh, what now?
Oh! Oh! No! 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 Oh!
Oh no, not again.
Oh!
Oh dear, oh dear. Well, I think that's where we'd better finish for today. But I'll be back with some more ideas next time.
No!
Oh.
Look out, fellas. That was close. Bye. See you next time.
Knocked over by a paintbrush, I've seen it all now. The Artbox Bunch are back next Sunday, same time, same place. But get ready to get a bit chilly when the thunder lizards go back into the Ice Age next.